What's going on, people? Welcome to another vlog. Now, even though my vlogs don't get a lot of traction, I still think they're fun to do. It's a good way for me to connect with fans, show my personality, show what I'm working on. And also, I just love YouTube. I spend so much time on YouTube myself, so it makes sense to do a vlog. Okay, so today I'm gonna take you through my full day as a music producer and artist. Now, if you're new here, my name is Fabian Masur. I am a music producer and artist. I am a sound designer and sample pack maker. I have my own label Elixir on Splice, but I also have my own store, which I recently launched, called Element Store. Link in the description. Alright, so let's get into this full day in the life.
Baby, I'm a son on the beat.
Alright, let's get this day started. Let's pull up the calendar so you can see my days. Now, I use my calendar to lay out my days pretty meticulously, but of course there's stuff that I don't put in there, such as going to the gym and eating dinner and stuff like that. But we have a long day ahead of us. Starting out with making vlogs, of course, working on a soundtrap pack that I'm currently sound designing and conceptualizing for. I then have some Element Instagram work before I head to the gym, which is not in the calendar. I then have some Element new trap pack work, which essentially I will show you later in the video, but it is a sample pack that I'm working on. And as you can see, at night, I'm finishing a mix of a track called Stampede. And that's the day. Let's get it started. Just finished working on samples, and now it is, of course, breakfast time. We're having oatmeal, as per usual, and a choco milk because protein shakes are too expensive. This was like $1. I don't know. It's bulking season, bro. Okay. Now, I figured I would give you guys a little update on what's been happening. First of all, Oatmeal Gang t-shirts sold out. Can't wait to see people rocking these. Oatmeal Gang. If you know, you know. Okay, so besides that, the member collab dropped last week, and it's a banger.
What me say?
Lastly, I will be playing ADE this year in Amsterdam. I'm playing a show on October 21st with a bunch of dope artists. I'm also doing meetups, so if you are at ADE, just DM me and we can meet up. So that's it for the update. Now, before I leave for the gym, I have two more things in my calendar that I need to do. First of all, we're doing Element Learn, which on my Element Store Instagram profile, I'm doing daily producer Q&As. Every day. So people send us questions on the profile and I reply to them with a video story reply every day. Breaking down production techniques, how I made stuff for my tracks, recreating a lot of synth sounds and stuff like that. I also am doing a series of advanced music production techniques that you've also watched here on YouTube. I'm doing that on Element Store. So that I will need to do before I head to the gym here. It's part of building Element Store as a brand. I think it's very important that we upload stuff and share stories every day because we are still very new in the business. And I'm trying to build the Element Store brand slowly. And yes, we do have a lot of cool sample packs coming on Element.
Hold up, let me hit the gym real quick.
Yeah, boy. So we're back in the gym here. On the right, you can see what I did for my leg workout today. Still struggling with my back injury from last year, so you can see that I'm doing some good mornings with a cable. Also doing tibia raises. Super good movement to get in before squats. Then moving into the squats, I'm still struggling with the weight. I used to do almost double this, but because of my injury, I gotta get the form right before I progress. Then moving on to some hip thrusts. One of the few compounds that I move a lot of weight in. Here you see me doing 160 kilograms for 8, I think, which was super heavy. Now moving into some accessory work after that. I'm doing some leg extensions here, and as you can see, it's very tough, and I'm close to failure here. Yeah, boy. That was tough. Then we're finishing off with some sled work here. Backwards, forward sled. Super good movement for athletic ability. And I'm usually moving 150 to 200 kilograms here. That's the workout.
There's a app that you can get this on your phone, but I recommend just going on Amazon.
Alright, just got back from the gym. I'm sitting here with the classic protein shake and oatmeal. Second bowl today. Let's go. Okay, so we got a package to open here. Let's get to it. I placed the mic down here so it's like super ASMR. Let's go. Sheesh. Alright, what we got? Oatmeal gang.
Oatmeal gang. Oatmeal gang.
Here we go. Gang. Look at this fit. Come on, dog. Sheesh. Just got the Oatmeal Gang merch right here. Unfortunately, it is already sold out. It sold out almost immediately. Got so many pre-orders. Thanks for everyone supporting. This is one of the best ways you can directly support me as an artist, so I really appreciate guys supporting and buying the Oatmeal Gang merch. So I'm about to finish this meal and then I'm heading back to the studio to finish some more sample sound design work. Let's go. Back in the studio with the fresh new tea here, making some samples for Element Store. Now this next pack I'm working on is kind of like a new trap wave pack in the style of all this Sable Valley stuff, ISOXO, all that stuff. And I'm gonna give you guys a little preview and a little look into how I make samples and make all these sample packs. This is essentially the project, huge project. A lot of MIDI, a lot of audio, a lot of manipulation. And essentially when I'm making a pack like this, I'm layering a lot of pre-recorded or pre-made transient stuff, kicks, snares, all that stuff. And recording a lot of crowd samples, which essentially is me saying, yeah, like 17,000 times, layering that and making it sound like a big crowd. This is what I've got so far for the demo track of the pack. It's still in the works, but note that this has taken me a couple months to make since everything is made from scratch. Kicks, snares, leads, everything is made from scratch. No presets, no pre-samples, whatever. And this is what I got so far. Yeah, super banging. And you guys can probably recognize the inspiration for this. So yeah, that's what I'm working on for the pack. Honestly, I have no release date yet since I'm not finished with it. It takes a lot of time creating these sample packs. But yeah, let me just show you a few tricks and stuff that I used in this pack. For example, the kick drum is made in this Chop Suey plugin where essentially I just drag in transients, I drag in a body sample, and I drag in a tail, and I can essentially just tailor that. So this is my initial sample creation. I've already synthesized transients and made kicks previously that I used for this. I also have recorded a lot of percussion at my mother's studio that I also use in these kick drums, for example, or snares or whatever that be. In this plugin, I made the initial samples, then I bounce it out. I put plugins like Decap's Knock on, the new Distortion from Autoria, Distortion Coldfire, which I actually really like, a super dope plugin. Parallel compression on. I put Punch, which I essentially use as a soft clipper. Then I put Kilohertz Transient Shaper. I recently switched from the SPL Transient Shaper Plus to the Kilohertz one. I really like the sound of the Kilohertz Transient Shaper. All the leads, such as this one, are made in Serum, as you can see, and has a crap ton of processing on. As you can see over here on the channel strip, it's, well, let's just take it off and you can hear it. Yeah, so that's some of my processing. And when making a pack like this, what I really want to emphasize is I'm adding in a lot of layers separately, so you can layer this on your drops like this, for example. Actually, this crowd I recorded at a live concert. I actually don't know, like, copyright-wise, can I record a crowd at a concert and release it? I guess I can, right? I mean, no one's gonna find out. I don't know, actually. But yeah, A lot of cool stuff. I'm making a lot of vocals for this as well, which is super interesting because it's a different processing chain than what I would normally go for.
Whole hood shaking, got the speakers on blast. Got the whole hood shaking, got the speakers on blast.
So a lot of sidechain, pitch, distortion, saturation. That's essentially what I'm working on for this pack. I could talk about this forever, but I will of course do a full walkthrough once the pack drops. And yeah, I'm gonna continue working on this for a few hours, and I'll check back in with you guys when it is actually time for the fun part of the day, making music. So it is nighttime now, my favorite time of the day, because I get to have creative freedom and actually create music, doing what I love the most. Now obviously, most of my days are spent doing sound design because that's what I primarily make a living off of. Sound design for Soundtrap, sound design for my own sample packs, and sound design for films. I do documentary films a lot. But yeah, at night is where I have creative freedom. I work on my own artist project and I love it so much. I look forward to this the entire day. Obviously, there are some like side mission stuff that I do during the day if I get inspired to create a track. But yeah, I'm just super motivated right now to make a lot of music. Now, right now I'm working on this demo with an artist called Drama B on the vocals. And essentially, I've been working on mixing this down for a few days now. I like to have fresh ears when I mix. So I do stuff and then essentially I come back to it the next day and finalize it. I'm sending this off to mastering tomorrow. So today's my final day of mixing and I want to play you what I got so far.
Yeah, this is what they wanted. It was broke, I had to fix it. Try to put me in a puzzle, found out I'm a misfit.
So essentially for this track, I'm working on the original right now, which is kind of like a rap EDM hybrid track. It doesn't have a drop, but I might be working on a VIP version as well. The lead here is just so crazy. Let me just solo it. I made this one for a sample pack actually, but it just goes so hard. I had to use it in a track. Essentially, it's just a Serum lead that sounds like this, but with all the processing and actually also manipulator for pitch processing, pitching it 2 octaves up. It sounds like this. So hard. If I were to do a drop with this lead, it would be anticlimactic, if you know what I'm saying. So I had to just keep it original. So essentially it fakes out.
Everything that make believe. Push the gas, top speed. Don't get ran over. This is stampede. They try to slow me down.
So in the final stage of mixing that I'm at right now, I work a lot on the balance between elements in the mix. So I use Track Spacer to make room for the vocals, putting it on the basses, the leads, stuff like that. I do a lot of clipping on drums, for example. So clipping the top of the snares because they are made of multiple layers, as you will see here. Sidechaining hats with kickstart, both to the kick and snare. And just working on getting each element to sit right in the mix using compression and equalization and saturation mostly. Now for a track like this, I'm working a lot with effects elements. So I have a lot of crowd loops and stuff in the background to really get the feeling of you're in a stadium. That's what I'm working on for this track right here. Can't wait for it to be sent off to mastering and to be finished because it is such a banger. So that's the end of the vlog. This is a very, very typical day for me. I do sound design, I hit the gym, I do more sound design, and I work on music at night. So music and creative wise, I love being an artist right now. Super inspired. I'm collaborating with a lot of people, making a lot of dope music. I know what I want to do, but the social media aspect of being an artist right now is a big struggle for me, to be honest. I don't really know whether I want to go all in on TikTok, all in on YouTube, all in on being like the expert producer giving tips to people, or whether I just want to be that like guy behind the boards and not do any social media content. So I'm super divided on what I want to do right now. Also, I'm getting a lot of reach outs from plugin companies wanting me to work with them, doing like promo codes and in videos about their plugins, but I'm not completely sure I necessarily want to go down that route. But yeah, my main focus right now is to be an artist, create a lot of music, and get touring so I can get a lot of shows next year. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, go down in the comments for the algorithm, and yes, I will see you in the next one. Peace!
Baby, I'm a son on the beat.